So today we're going to go climbing. Got your climbing legs ready. We're going to be aerobic base building today, building your aerobic engine. Got a little flat warm up, slight little ramp, and then we're going to hit 32 minutes of sweet spot climbing all the way to take you to the top. Bit of housekeeping. Nice and gentle on those hands. Soft onto the hands. Little bend here at the elbows. Check that bum position. Have you got yourself a drink out there? Towel if you need it. Making that pain cave comfy as you can. Windows open, fans on. Are your legs switched on too today? Are they ready for this ahead? Let's have some fun. I'm kind of thirsty before we even started. Just 45 minutes today. Short little sharp effort to get you on your way. So we're going to be intervaling all the way up that climb. Lower end of the interval is bottom end of the sweet spot zone. 84% FTP. 75% max heart rate. And then we're not going to go right to the very top of the sweet spot zone. We're going to be going almost to the top. 92% FTP for the effort, or around about 82% of your max heart rate. But keeping it below threshold. Keeping it smooth on those pedals. So although we're staying below threshold today, it's pretty challenging, I have to say. You're 1 minute at the bottom end of sweet spot, and that effort, 3 minute block. And we've got 8 sets to do. Oh, your leg's crying. Don't do it to me. It's all fine. Want to know a little bit more about benefits of training at this kind of intensity? Head on over to one of my other playlists, and there's some more detail there. So we've got another track for the warm-up. Feeling that rhythm, picking it up. In terms of leg speed, so my legs are bang on 85 RPM. Just using that rhythm, lifting that leg speed up just a little bit. Building the heat in the legs. Nice light gear on at the minute. Graphics over here. Timer up here. That's how long you got to go to the end. Time's just ticking away. And it'll go pretty quick on these intervals. This side of the screen. Levels of intensity that you're working at. So if you've not got heart rate, just tell you how it should feel, that's your effort level. If you've not got power on your bike, on your indoor bike or your turbo, you can go with the heart rate numbers there. Or if you've got power on your bike, it's your percentage of your FTP. Don't know what FTP is or how to measure that? There's a lovely little quick and easy method for doing your FTP test. Again, look at the workout playlist. So keeping that nice high leg speed, getting the legs ready. So we're going to hit a short little ramp, just going to get the legs prepared, ready for that effort. All good. Another 50 seconds. Keeping it fluid. Check your bum bones are supported on that saddle. Shoulders back and down. Chest open. Big deep breaths. You've got this. So if this is your first time riding with me today, we never leave anybody on the mountain. All make it to the top. So anybody who's getting dropped behind, pull them on along with you. So checking you've got a little bit of extra gear on, helping you out. Are we ready, team? So we're going to just drop the leg speed just a little bit, just as we start to climb. New rhythm coming in. Turn that fan up. Feel like we're going to need that. So start to wake up that climb in resistance. More pressure pushing back through the feet. Feeling it on the drive phase just from about 11 o'clock all the way around to the bottom. And just as you get to the bottom, of course, your legs at the top, ready to take over. Keeping the control. Gear change coming in about 15 seconds. Again, watch the graphics. So I'm trying to concentrate talking to you. This has been programmed with the gear changes. Now I'm saying gear change, that could be if you're on an indoor bike. I just mean add resistance. Yeah, add it, release it. As long as you can pedal, that's all you need to do. Have you loaded it? Feeling that pressure in the legs. Still nice and relaxed. Cheers, everybody. This is one of my favourite sessions. If I'm short on time, this is a good block of sweet spot effort. Get it in the back, get it in the legs, ready to use later on when you're really up against it. Okay, you're going to drop straight in to 1 minute at higher intensity. Watch the numbers. Are we ready? Legs are going to go, oh, hang on. Should be feeling that pressure already. So of course these intervals aren't really deep intervals where you've got a high effort and a low recovery. We're kind of working more this kind of level. Up, down a little bit. Your legs never really get time to get any massive recovery. They are on pretty much for the whole climb. Nice and smooth on those pedals. Big deep breaths. Ready for that extra gear change that's coming. About 10 seconds. And then you're going to be 3 minutes of that new level of intensity. Having to dig deep fairly early on. There you go, load it up. If you're on a bike on a turbo and you're not using a smart file, you want him on the big ring here. Big ring effort. Climbing, yeah? That's biting into my legs already. You'll feel top end of just holding on to being comfortable. Top end of your threshold zone. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Now, of course, we're climbing a mountain here, folks. You don't have to stay seated. If you want to do some standing efforts, Maybe break it up 30 seconds seated, 30 seconds standing, or just as you feel like jumping out the saddle. No, I've been a bit mean today. I really have, more than normal. So the music choices I've picked for the climb are not overly enthusiastic or inspirational. I've done that on purpose. So you've got a beat there to help you. You're going to have to do a lot of the effort from within. Now, if you are a road cyclist and you're going to be doing these kind of efforts climbing out on the road, chances are you haven't got that music to help you. You're going to have to go with what's in your head, sending those messages to the legs to just keep going. So you've got lovely gentle rhythms to help you, but you're going to have to do it from here. The legs will do whatever you tell them to. Nice one. Just over 30 seconds of this first effort. How you doing? Just able to hold on to nasal breathing. Almost becoming an effort to be able to hold on to that. And that's a good level, good way of checking you're at the right intensity. Okay, we're almost done with this first one. I'm not going to say recovery because it's really not deep recovery. If you're changing gears, you may be only going down 1 or 2, not a lot. First off phase. There you go. Little less pressure through the feet, through the quads, maybe glutes. If you're a glute dominant athlete, if you're driving from the hip, you're more likely to be using this powerhouse at the back. So on these harder efforts, if you tend to really feel it in the quads, they're the muscles at the front of the thigh, that's because you're driving hard through the drive phase from the top to the bottom by driving through the knee. If you extend the knee, you're using these muscles here. Extending from the hip, more the muscles at the back. Bum muscles, lower back, hamstrings. Next one's coming. You ready to start loading? Get it on. 3 minutes. Big deep breaths. How you doing out there today, folks? Are we getting some thumbs up? Some smiles? Or has your head started to droop already? Shoulders, oh no, I can't do 8 of these. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just think how amazing you're going to feel when you're done. So really solid effort. And if you're a real geeky kind of rider, and you know, the first thing you do when you finish your ride, get back, look at those numbers, how well did I do? If you can get 30 minutes of this in sweet spot zone, woohoo! Yes, I'll take that. Getting warm. Are you getting a little bit warm out there, folks? Have we started to turn the fan up? I might turn my fan up. Let's do that. Has your hair started blowing in the wind? Nice one. This kind of effort, physiologically, a couple of hours, 3 hours tops maybe. And it feels hard. You can think, how could I possibly do that for 3 hours? Well, that's a tough one mentally. I mean, your legs are not going to be happy with you, but they could kind of give it a good shot. 3 hours tops, really. I mean, you have to be definitely over an hour though, for sure, because we're below your FTP numbers here. 90 minutes. Shall we do a 90-minute sweet spot class? Who's in for that? 90-minute workout. Do you know, funny enough, you've all gone quiet on me. I don't know why that is. I'm in. I'll do it. I'll come along with you. I'll push you up the hill if you need a bit of a hand. It's all good. Come on, we do this together. Almost finished. That second one. Oh, how does that feel? Pretty hard. Ready to drop the gear a little bit? There you go. We're not going into deep recovery, folks, today. Nuh-uh. Effort's on all the way. All good. Is it just me? Any ladies out there? Is it just me, or is your cycle shirt, no matter which one you wear, rides up? What's that about? It's supposed to have a gripper to stay there. Sorry, guys. Definitely heart rate drift going on today. What that means is every time you do another effort, your heart rate's going to just smidge up a little bit. Now breathe. Ready with that gear. Time for the fun. Load it on. If you need to shift your position on the bike, go ahead. Are you enjoying the scenery? Where are you? Where's your brain taking you? Where are you on your ride? Sun shining on your face, maybe? Which mountain are you climbing? Tell me in the comments. I mean, this kind of feels like a 6% a month on 2. Yeah, that kind of effort. Just plugging away. Legs just about still talking to you. A little bit of grumbling going on. Lovely. Use whatever, I mean, let's face it, doing a turbo session or an indoor bike session is tough. I don't know about you, but I kind of need all the help I can get. I like doing these with instructing, you see, because it's just taking my mind off what's going down here. Just pretend nothing's happening. So much adrenaline going around my body. Oh, it's fine. It is hurting me just as much as you, by the way. Always. Now, as you pointed out, I'm not changing gear. I'm using smart files on my bike computer to drive the smart trainer. It's an auto setting for me. I'm always working at the right intensity. How are we doing? Quick little check in with those legs. How are you doing? All good. Less than a minute to go with this third effort. And we're over a third of the way through already. Just like that. How is it? Getting a little bit warmer? Have you started grabbing for that towel? Oh, you did some standing out there. I'd love to be able to see what you're up to. I can only imagine how amazing you look. Oh, nice one. And breathe. Using the rhythm just to help you along. And release. A little bit, not too much. I'm watching. I've got you in my sights. Of course, the minute is just gonna go whoosh, flying by. Ready for the next effort. Before you know it, kind of does that. About 30 seconds. So when you get towards the end of that 3 minutes, you should be feeling pretty uncomfortable, but not so much that you're dying. If you've gone to full on, breathing in and out through your mouth, you maybe want to just rein it in just a little bit. So training at this intensity, in your sweet spot zone, the whole point of it is that you're trying to minimize the physiological damage you're causing to your body. Right, we're back on. Get it on. So you can replicate this kind of level of effort tomorrow and the next day. Very smart way to build that aerobic base. Got an event coming up, or you're really trying to work on that base fitness. Now is that starting to bite your legs already? Oh, how many of you are thinking, have I put more resistance on or more gear that time? Because that feels kind of harder. And it will. Each effort is going to feel harder. You've got residual lactate in the muscles. I'm not giving you anywhere near enough time to shift it. Training you to work at these higher intensities with that fatigue or lactate in the muscles already. Get used to that lovely feeling. But you see, I kind of like it. I kind of like that. Do you like that level of pain? Uncomfortable? Making you feel strong? All good. So I'm bang on the same as you here. 92% of my FTP. Oh, my legs are not too happy. I kind of don't care really. I'm very happy. How about you? Are you still with me? Driving into those heels. Little mild stretch into the calf muscles. As you're keeping those muscles nice and long. So if you don't drop, right, if you've got drops on your bike and you don't normally sit here, on an indoor session, this is kind of a good opportunity to have a go at that. Now, if you find you've gone down into your drops and your toes have dipped right down, a couple of things you need to be mindful of. Your toes may have dipped because you're really overextended. Your saddle might be a little bit too high. Recovery's coming. Other reason is a flexibility issue, possibly. So your heels have come up because you haven't got enough hamstring flexibility, so they've had to dip down so you can continue to get to the bottom of the stroke. Now, if you can go down there comfortably, still keep your foot in that lovely neutral position all the way around, nice one. Good. Good bike setup, good flexibility. I'm also an intrinsic biomechanics coach, and I do some biomechanics releases, which I'm going to, if they're not already up there, they're going to be recorded very soon. Show you how to keep that mobility in the hips, hamstrings, everything. Ready to load. Let's go. Over halfway. Happy days. All good. How's the heart rate doing? As it's starting to sneak up into the 90s, back off. Get it back down. Max heart rate here should be 85% tops. Ideally around about 82, 83. Maybe a little bit less. Shoulders start to sneak up. The tension gets in there. Just release them off. Good rising, everybody. Come on, stick with it. I promise you, this is a really, really smart bit of effort you're putting into your legs. So at these higher intensities, higher level of gear or resistance, and as you fatigue a little bit, you may start to stamp on those pedals. It's kind of like grinding the gear out. So keep that cadence a little bit higher, somewhere around about 68, 70 RPM here. Try not to drop much below 65. You want to keep it fluid so you're not grinding the gears quite so much. And it should look, I should have my legs recorded here actually, totally effortless. Shouldn't overly see someone stamping. I mean, you can see when people do it. Look at it on the road or look around a class if you do one. See the people that are stamping on the pedals, overly using the quads. So where do you feel it in your legs? This kind of level of effort, if you're seated, where is it starting to really bite? Calf muscles, possibly. Hamstrings, yeah, thigh muscles at the back, thigh muscles at the front, your quads. Or glutes, your bum muscles, lower back. Where is it? Where are you feeling it? Come on, tell me. Tell me in the comments, where you feel it? Where do you think I feel it? Oh, and there you go. So that's done already. Another minute. Just flying by. Just muse on that for a little minute. Where are my legs feeling? Oh, not so much now because you've dropped the gear a little bit. Or you just get on your bike and just pedal. And just put up with it. Well, a much, much longer ride, you're going to get caught out. Got to make sure you've got a nice, smooth delivery. Next effort's coming. 3 to go. That's all. Lovely. Oh yeah, still some smiles out there. Loading it back on, let's go. Again, just that first couple of pedal strokes as you load that gear on, so your legs start to kick off. Or if you're tracking your heart rate, do you get a surge as you kind of drive into those pedals really hard? Or is it nice and smooth, kind of sneaking up? Are you a sneaker? Are we smiling? Are we having any fun out there? Or are we just going, I've just got to get this done. I know I've got to do it. Just got to get it done. I'm just going to up the tempo just a little bit. Just mess around with the leg speed a little bit. So my trainer auto adjusts. If I up my leg speed, it drops the gear a little bit. If you overly change your leg speed, you'll need to adjust the gears. Just using slightly different fibres in the muscles with that different leg speed. Taking the weight off them just for a little minute. How's the rosy cheeks coming along? How's the sweat puddle? All good? Anybody out there? I hope so. Riding along. You are strong. I haven't got much fan latitude left. Just a little bit disappointing. Oh, now I've turned it off. Don't watch. Nothing to see here. There we go. All in control. Come on, nearly done with it. About 20 seconds. I've got 2 more efforts. Lovely jubbly. Legs really squealing. I'm not going to say recovery's coming because I'd be lying, wouldn't I? Drop the gear just a little bit. A little bit of pressure taken off the legs. Has that breathing got a bit harder? I was just struggling to get the heart rate back down. Mine's crept up just a smidge. And smile. If you smile, of course, it doesn't hurt at all. Not at all. Have you found that instructors lie to you just a little bit? Can't help it. Now, are you looking forward to the effort that's just about to drop into your legs? Of course you are. Start to load it. Let's get it done. Three minutes. How's the time going for you? Dragging? Whizzing by? Having too much fun, Chris. I would quite like to not stop when we're done with this. Let's just carry on. I'm always just a little part of me is well, actually I'm quite disappointed. Every time I finish recording one of these, so where's the next one? I love instructing. I just so want you to get this. So I want you to improve, that's why I do it. Keep pushing. Okay, full on dripping off the nose. There we go. Lovely. Right, I'm just going to up the tempo a little bit. I just started to grind just a little bit with those gears. There we go. Keep it a little bit fluid. There we go. Go to your happy place. Or are you one of those riders that just doesn't feel your legs at all? You kind of zone out so much. You really, you can just kind of put up with anything. Fair play to you. Maybe you do Ironman. Oh, insane. I'm kind of feeling a little bit more lactate in my legs. Feeling a bit heavier. How about you? Minutes to go. Come on, you've got this. Need to work hard. I'm not dripping. How warm are you looking? Can you see yourself in a mirror? Sadly, well not sadly, gladly for me, my mirror's over there, I can't see. I really do not need to see, right? No. We're not here to be pretty, we're here to be strong. Do pretty later. Now it's all about the effort. Love it. Are you standing? How's that going? Heart rate's going to be creeping up if you're standing. Come on, nearly there. One more minute off. One effort to go. Yes! Lovely. Have you got your eyes on the prize? 3 minutes time, whatever that prize is. What's going to get you through that effort? What's going to get you there? What makes you do these indoor sessions? What's there to push you? Does it just come from within? Or do you love it? Are you escaping something? Just your you time on the bike, just getting that effort in. Okay, one more to go, folks. We've got this. Ready to start loading? Let's go. 3 minutes to the top, and then you're done. Maybe having to work really hard here, or is your adrenaline starting to kick in? As you realise this is the last one you're going to ask for your legs, or are your legs starting to sing because they're quite happy? Or maybe they're just crying. So answer, where do I feel it in my legs? Everywhere. Calf muscles, not so much here. Definitely in the posterior chain. I'm going to mess around with the cadence a little bit on this last effort. So I'm going to stick here, I'm at 70 RPM. And then the next minute, I'm going to up it a little bit, 75 RPM. And then the last minute, even more. What are you going to do to just distract you from the effort? Are you going to stand? If you've got a fast leg speed, you're going to drop it down a little bit with a bit more gear. Just play around with it, and next time you do it, you don't need to do it exactly the same. You mess around with the gears, the leg speed. Oh, I've got 1 minute to go, look, see, it's gone too quick. I'm going to up it. Yeah, 1 minute to go, look, you see, it was 2 minutes gone, and I thought I got 2 minutes to go. Clouds and silver linings and all. I've upped my cadence, 80 RPM. I'm going to have to push up, my heart rate's going to go up. I'm just going to push it. So it feels smoother, easier on the legs. That faster leg speed comes at a price. Heart rate's going to sneak up. 30 seconds, come on. So close. Don't give in now. Keep pushing all the way. You can see at the bottom there, you're so nearly done. Oh yes. We're not going to stop. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now we're going to stop. Ah, drop all that gear. Lovely. Liking that a lot. You've got about another 6.5 minutes of cool down. Really use that widely. Well, use it widely, use it wisely as well. Nice and fluid on the pedals. Make sure you've got enough gear to push against. Not enough gear and you may well be bouncing on your bum on the saddle. Let it go. Keep it smooth. I'm going to up my leg speed. Starting to flush those waste products. Pushing the lactate out of those muscles. So we were working at a fairly high intensity there. Your muscles are going to be sending those signals for more oxygen. So your heart will pump more oxygen, more blood to those muscles. And with really high intensities, you get something called blood pooling. And what we try and do with the cool down is slightly less, well, less effort, much less effort, to give time for that blood to go back to the heart. Redistribute throughout your entire body. Keep it fluid. Lovely one, folks. Nice. Got it in the bag. Load it into the legs. Love it. Start to feel that recovery, that control come back. Feeling good, legs feeling not quite so heavy, a bit more fluid. You're still full on drippy sweat. Don't look down. Cycling, not swimming, Chris. Nice. Happiness flooding back. Tick. Workout done. Nice one. Any comments? Any questions? Drop them down there. Oh, really feeling good now. You feeling good now? You still kind of, just give me a little minute. So I track my heart rate as well here. Wear a strap and I've also got a watch. And I have a little rule with my cool downs. It's been a fairly nice aerobic session, really straight aerobic, not close to threshold. You don't need quite so much of a cool down. It's lower intensity. So those were fairly pickly, mean, lovely efforts. So closer towards the threshold, you maybe need a longer cool down. So I said my little trick I have here is that I'm not allowed to get off my bike, irrespective of whether I'm riding on the road or doing an indoor session. My heart rate has to drop down to 58% of my max heart rate. That's just my little kind of tells me that it's really dropped down into pretty deep recovery and that I'm good to go. So if you need longer than 7 minutes to cool down, you just carry on pedaling until you feel that control come back, where your legs don't feel so heavy. Whatever works for you. And then once I've done with this, I'm going to do my biomechanics releases. I'll do them before I get on the bike, after I get on the bike. In fact, I do them every day, whether I'm training, well, I don't want to say when I'm training. When I'm training, I do them every day. I do have rest days, but rest days off the bike. I do all that stuff. Less than a minute with you here, and then I'm going to release you. Please don't skip the cool down. Please do the cool down. Your legs will thank you for it tomorrow. So I'm not quite at 58, I am going to carry on. I'm chatting, you see my adrenaline's just going mental around my body, and that's going to push heart rate up. And my legs feel okay. So thanks for watching today. Any comments? Please, thumbs up, comments, subscribe, that would be absolutely great. It's been a pleasure rising with you today. Thank you very much, everybody. Till next time. Thank you.